Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I've done 2 videos for you tonight. I want you to try, I know it's very tough on days like today, try to look beyond the price action that we have in the market right now, because I do think there is a lot going on that's positive. If we focus on the price, that is not the way to be in this space. This space requires a lot of patience, and also it requires a steel stomach. When we have, though, some projects that are really moving forward, and you look at the scope of what is happening around the globe, these kind of off days, or even these off periods of times where we seem like we are in a cycle that we can't get out of, these cycles always break. They always do. So the first story I have, this video is going to be mostly about news from Japan. The second video is going to be more on news about Ripple and XRP. So let's get to it. Setting up a working group on the impact of Facebook's Libra coin. Now, this is Japan doing it. We don't know a whole lot. I can't tell you any details yet. I'm very interested in what is going to come out of this, because it is occurring ahead of the G7, which will take place in France this coming week. And then, oh, well, we had another hack. I am so sorry to say that it happened again in Japan, and it was out of a hot wallet of BitPoint on Friday. BTC, BCH, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP were all taken. I am sure the people who have accounts on this site, this is a very anxious time for them. When it happened on CoinCheck, it took nearly 7 months to finally sort itself out. And in that time when everything was frozen, it's very, very difficult for the people who are in that position where everything is locked up. So when we go to the association, they made a statement on the day that it happened. This is the Japan Virtual Currency Exchange Dealers Association. That is the self-regulatory body that's kind of the buffer between the exchanges and the FSA, which is the financial service industry. And they said, as soon as possible, the association will promptly see confirmation and secure payment resources to the customers. Yeah, so they haven't really secured those resources yet. I imagine they will, but until they do, I think everybody's sitting on pins and needles. It was first detected as an error on the XRP remittance at about 11 p.m. on July 11th. They had an emergency meeting at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then by 10:30 a.m., everything was shut down. So I do wish everybody the best in this situation. I think that the Japan Virtual Currency Exchange Dealers Association will be instrumental in trying to secure the funds to make sure everybody is whole. All right. If I tell you that I still think the SBIVC trade site is going to implement their live trading board this month, I do still. This is the 4th thing now that I've seen from July 1st that leads me to believe that everything is still on track. And that is very curious. The logo on their Twitter site has been changed. And what it says on there, this says logo Junbichu, which means it's in the process of being, it's in the middle of being prepared. So they're changing it. So they are really getting ready for a brand new face, and the launch. I keep looking every day through all the Japanese news, and everybody is sticking to the same belief. They haven't heard anything about a delay. So I think that we are on track. And like I said before in the Zoo stream, Mr. Kitao will probably be giving the quarterly results to the shareholders on the 25th or 26th of this month. My guess is that the announcement could possibly come in that presentation. Okay. The Bank of Japan, they have done an interesting survey out of their Public Relations Central Committee. Through the end of March, they surveyed 25,000 people at the age of 18 to 79. And they do this every year to test the current status of everybody's financial literacy. And it's a 56-page report, so I'm not going to plow through the whole thing for you. But there's the portion of the virtual currencies that I think is interesting. And it said that of those 25,000 people surveyed, 41% said, yeah, they understand virtual currency. Thought that was very high. But only 7.8% had actually made the purchase, and 18% said that they had made a profit. Within that 7.8 that had made a purchase, 19% were in their 20s, 46.8% in their 30s, and 22% in their 40s. So that makes up the bulk of the market, and I think it gives you a good breakdown of who is in this space. And we have 110 entities still trying to get an exchange license in Japan. It just seems like a lot of people to me. This is something that has gone down a little bit, but the article states that because of the clarity that Japan has, even though there's a lot of hoops to jump through, the clarity does make it an attractive market to operate in. And Coinbase is one of those entities that are getting very close, I think, because look at this. They have a lot of positions that they have posted recently, and one as of late, June 29, 2019, for a product marketing manager. And it's really funny when you look at the traits that they wish this person to have. This is really funny. So what they are looking for, look at this. If you are scrappy and enjoy transforming ambiguity into clear, actionable next steps, then I think you are going to fit in. So they want some scrappy individuals. When we look at the word scrappy, it can mean like consisting of being disorganized, untidy, or incomplete parts. It also, though, can be that you're determined, argumentative, or pugnacious. So I wanted to jump into the fluff for you right now. And what I did is I found the, I think, perfect word to describe being scrappy, and that is kachiki. And it is a determined spirit, an unyielding spirit, and the will that you have to have victory, to win, to prevail, to excel. And that's done through the mind, the body, the spirit, the atmosphere, the mood. So I think kachiki is a good word to use. And this is a time we need a lot of kachiki. This is something that you can do to strengthen your spirit here in Japan. It's done by a lot of different people. In fact, they have really big tours now for tourists who come. It is called zazen, which means to meditate, or it could mean also, the word is mizugori, and mizugori means like a cold water cleansing, and it's done underneath a waterfall. So it is freezing cold, freezing cold. No, I cannot do it. I'm just not equipped. My body can't do it. You can do it standing or you can do it sitting. And also you can do it very often by standing and doing your kata, which is very, very popular, or, it's often seen, is that the martial arts, people who are studying any form of martial art, will do their kata underneath the waterfall. And kata is just the, I'm not going to say it wrong because I'm not a karate person, but they are the actionable steps that you take to practice your form. And so it's called kata. It's like the way. And everybody's kata is different depending on what discipline of martial art you study. So I think if you want to come to Japan and do mizugori or zazen underneath a waterfall, there's lots of places that you can do that. Okay, everybody, I think maybe I have just one more picture. I'll put a link to this one in the description. It's somebody, there's a Buddhist monk who takes people, yeah, he's been a monk for 26 years, and he takes foreigners to the waterfall, and you can have experience. There's actually lots of places and temples that do this. So I'm not necessarily recommending this one, but from what I read, it looks like a very good one, and it is very foreign friendly. So if that interests you when you come to Japan, give it a try. My hat's off to you if you can do it. Like I said, I just can't do it. All right, everybody, I'm going to do a second video, so I hope you can also view that one. I'll be uploading it just behind this one. All right, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.